Hi everybody, it's Lori from Loria Designs, and I just want to do a quick little video here sort of talking about some of the things that I'm doing. I've got another shipment in from Rio Grande. For those of you out there, most of the time what I usually do for purchasing is I try to wait a little while to make sure that I need what I think I need, and then as far as money-wise too, I try to wait every couple of weeks, and then that way I have a chance to sort of get my money together and then make a list of things that I know that I'm going to need, and then I place an order. Otherwise, it gets a little hectic for me. I don't like having to, because I order from Amazon a lot too, and it is free 2-day shipping, but when the UPS driver gets to know your husband really, really well, it probably means that you have too many packages coming to your house. I'm just saying. So I'm trying to get a little more organized and making sure that when I realize that I need something, I try to make a list, and then I get into some sort of a schedule with ordering. Unless, of course, you know, it's something really super important. But for the most part, most of the stuff that I do currently, I have a pretty good supply right now, so I don't have to worry too much. One of the things that I wanted to show you today is, although I'm in the very beginning stages of learning metalsmithing, I had already been doing some beautiful flatware bracelets, and I sort of kind of fell into this and just fell in love with the whole prospect of, you know, using tools and shining up silver and adding pretty beads and things like that to it. So I wanted to give you a chance to see one of the bracelets that I just made. And so this one right here, I don't know if you can really, if you can see it well. It's very shiny, lovely, lovely silverware pattern. I actually traveled a little ways to go pick this up, and I was very fortunate because I received the entire box, so I have quite a few pieces. I always like to add a little something on the bottom of the chain here. This is adjustable. It's got a nice heavier chain on it, and we've got a lobster claw clasp, which also is a bigger clasp. Some of this silverware is pretty heavy gauge, so you want to make sure that you're using heavy enough jump rings and clasp and hardware with your bracelets so that they don't fall apart. But yeah, very, very pretty. And all of my bracelets are listed up on Etsy too, and I'll try to leave the link for that below. So, I also recently just got an order from Rio Grande because I realized, as I said, I'm a very beginner with metalsmithing, that a lot of the wire and things that I had that I thought I was going to be able to use really weren't going to work well for me, especially if I was going to be soldering. Silver plate does tend to burn off of wire, and most of the wire that I had that was silver plate was copper core. So through the heating process and soldering that wire, the thin layer of silver plate came off, and I was left with copper bands, which was fine. I ended up hammering those out, shining them up, and they're very pretty, but it really wasn't what I was going for. So I ended up purchasing wire from Rio Grande. This one here is a 12 gauge, so this will be a really nice one to do some thicker stacking rings with. I also got some of this really pretty band wire. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but it's just really, really pretty. And this is sterling silver and should make some really pretty ring bands, or just a plain band. And then I did get some 12 gauge half round for some other bands too that I was going to attempt to make. One of the other things too that I've been doing is kind of accumulating some tools that I knew I was going to have. So as I learn more, I understand that some of the tools that I had really weren't appropriate for the use that I was, or the purpose. So I was very lucky because I came across a local business called Raw Treasures. They're located in Winthrop, New York, and I now have a great supplier for sterling silver and fine silver, as well as tools. And I actually found that he supplies copper. And copper is one of my favorite metals, and it's also going to be one of the metals that I use to create my very first ring with, because it is a little cheaper, it's easy to work with, and so rather than ruin my fine silver or my sterling, I'm going to jump in and make a ring out of copper first. And once that's done, I'll definitely be posting pictures for you. My brass hammer. This is a 2-pound. I only had a 1-pound, and I was using that for using on my, to do metal stamping with. But this one will definitely be much nicer and will come in really handy for me. I purchased a riveting hammer. This is also going to help me too for any of those cold connections that I decided to do, because I got a couple of ideas in the back of my mind, and I'm hoping that at some point I'll be able to test those out. These I did get my burnisher for when I get those bezels going, and also the this tool helps tighten up that bezel around your stone. Okay, so I have those two. This one you sort of do with a rocking motion. There's another one that you use that is supposed to have a flat edge here, and I apparently purchased the wrong one. As you can see, let me put it over here. It has a little V there, and I'm not sure how to use that one. So I'm gonna have to research that. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go back and buy one with a flat edge on there that's going to help me do the pushing with the bezels too. And I think for this, I think I would rather have one this size anyway for those smaller stones. I don't think I would want to try to use the rocking one on the small stuff. So other than that, that's pretty much it. And I'm pretty excited, everybody, because I just ordered my first jeweler's desk. Now, you certainly don't have to have one. My house is really, really tiny, and I have this really pretty desk back here that's sort of a drop leaf secretary. And although it's heavy, I don't want to mar it up, and I don't want to scratch it or do anything to it. So I've decided to go ahead and invest in a jeweler's desk. Now this desk is going to allow me to do some of the more rough and tumble work that I'm going to start getting into. It's got some drawers that'll help me organize some of my stuff. It's going to have a little tool rack on the side so that I can kind of keep my tools for that particular purpose over there. And so I'm really, really excited. That probably should be here sometime next week. So I will definitely be posting a video once that's up and I've got all my stuff on it. But I just want to thank my husband too, because you know he's very supportive of this. We've been married for a long time, so but he does really help me and supports me, and which makes things so much easier. And I'm really excited because this is something that I've wanted to do for a very long time. The jewelry that I'm currently making with the bracelets is something that I'm going to continue to do. But I wanted to be able to offer something else a little more high end for my customers and my clients. I'd love to be able to start putting some bezeled stones on some of my silverware. So we'll see how that all works out. Until then, I really thank you guys for watching the video. Please leave comments if there's anything you would like to see or something that I haven't touched on that you want to know about. If I know, I would be glad to share it with you. If I don't, I can always look and try to find out and see what there is out there. Oh, I forgot. I bought this little stone here, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see it very well anyway. It's a little oval, and it was just absolutely beautiful. It's pink, but it's got like a swirly pattern through it, and honestly I can't pronounce the name of it, but if you can look, this is just really, really pretty, and I am going to make a small little ring out of this. It's just really, it's got that soft sort of rose pink to it. Nothing too pink, but just sort of that rosy glow to it that I really, really liked. I'm very pleased with it. And this was an 8mm, 10 by 8mm oval. And I just think it'd make a really nice, pretty little petite ring. So I also have a stone coming from Etsy. I just fell in love with it the minute I saw it. So as soon as that comes to, I'll make sure I post up a video so that you can see that. It's just gorgeous. So all right, everybody, that's the update for today. It's beautiful outside, but I'm gonna be busy and I have to do drawings for this shop. So I will talk to you later.